What's up guys, PiePop101 here. Now, it has been a little while since I've done an update video for Blade and Sorcery since we've had 1.0, 1.01, 1.02, and now we have 1.03. But just because of how monumental this 1.03 update is, I figured I'd give you a little demonstration on why it's my favorite secondary update so far. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, now first of all, they have improved many different functions of Blade and Sorcery with this update. The very first thing which I want to showcase to you guys is normally when I'm in-game, I'm getting a solid 75, maybe 80 frames per second. Since this update, they optimize particles, they optimize a whole lot of stuff for Blade and Sorcery. So now I'm getting a solid 90 frames per second no matter what I do, whether it's fighting enemies, throwing weapons around in the arena, whatever. It's awesome. And while that is awesome, it's only one of the few features which I want to showcase today. So I'm going to start a wave and you guys will see why this update is the best yet. So check this out. They have completely overhauled the AI once again and fixed a bunch of issues. Now, look at this. The enemies will fight you, but they actually stay the distance that they're supposed to away from you. They're not getting up in your face 24/7, which is probably my favorite part of this new update. Like, we can actually fight enemies again. Regardless of whether they're using swords and shields, they are keeping their distance. And when they charge you like that, they do it once and they don't do it continuously trying to get up in your face like I'm getting in this guy's face right now. Honestly, that was probably one of the most annoying features because I enjoy fighting melee enemies, and a lot of the time, these melee enemies end up using something like shields. So then they shield bash you over and over and over and over again. And it's just not fun. But now, you see this? We have 4 different guys trying to fight us, and they're actually keeping their distance for once, and, you know, obviously attacking again. Because the AI, not only would they get up in your face 24/7, but they would never attack. And now, with these guys, they actually fight you. So, it is a huge win on the AI front, although it is not done yet. There's a couple AI features that they still want to implement, like fixing some issues that they have with shields. But for now, honestly, that was pretty cool. Normally, they don't block my dagger throws like that so well. And not to mention, with this update, there are also restored death animations. And I don't know if you guys just saw that, but he got up from his knees and started attacking me immediately with his weapon. That was freaking insane. I've never seen them do anything like that before. But man, I am so happy with how this update's turning out so far. Not only do we have fighting all of these enemies, check this out, at a 90 FPS. The frame rate is so much better. They optimize the particles, the creatures, the weapon. They optimize a lot of stuff, which is fantastic. But along with that, they have also optimized how quickly you can load into things in Blade and Sorcery. So when you load between maps, like Load Canyon. We just loaded into the canyon. That was all in live time. Took literally 2 to 3 seconds just to get into the canyon, which is absolutely fantastic. Everything is so much faster. When it comes to actually loading into the game, they made that 50% quicker too. Because for those of you guys like me that have, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 mods that have a ton of customizations, normally it takes a while to load into the maps. But it also takes a long time to load into the game itself. Well, now, 50% faster-ish, but I loaded into the game. Normally it takes me 15 to 20 seconds. It took about 10 seconds this time, which I'm very, very happy about. And yes, I know you guys are wondering, while you can load into these maps quicker, you can also load into the dungeons so much faster than before. So check this out. Load Outpost. So while we're doing this live, instead of it taking 10, 15, 20 seconds for us to get into the map, so that we can actually fight enemies in the outpost, check that out. That took under 10 seconds. It has never been that quick before in my life. So Blade and Sorcery has gotten so much better and is so much more optimized. And just to check this out for real, why don't we do this? So we're at a solid 90 FPS. We'll look at it as it collides. We lost 9 FPS when it collided. And that includes the particles, the explosion, and all these separate meteors that exploded around. That, for me, is the most laggy part of Blade and Sorcery, and honestly the only part of Blade and Sorcery which I don't like, just because of all the lag involved with it. And while those may have been the biggest updates of Blade and Sorcery 1.03, let's check this out. We do have something very, very cool. Now, I didn't mod anything yet. Hey, Baron, how you doing? I didn't actually mod anything into this quite yet, but what you can do is now when you buy something, the event to buy something, so let's say you actually drop something, I don't know, whatever you want. Let's take this for example. You put it in here and you go to press buy. On the buy event, you can actually add code so that it does something. For example, you buy this, you can make Baron, for example, shout, "Yay! Congratulations, you bought something." And do a mod like that, because you can customize literally everything when you buy something now, which I think is pretty awesome. Also, the other funny thing why I'm coming here is because, while this may be a little bit bad, check this out. Baron now burns properly. That was one of the things that they added in this update. Come on. And now we're just roasting him alive. And of course, he dies properly like a normal NPC now. Although, we still can't grab him because I guess that was by design. Spawn dummy. Spawn dummy. Summon warbow. Okay, and now one thing which I'm super happy about is, you guys know when you use the ranged expertise skill, you can shoot, and it can actually pierce through an enemy and hit their friend, like you see this, how it shot through her side too. Well now, of course, instead of shooting an arrow and having it pierce the wall and just literally go through it, the arrows now properly bounce off of the wall, and thanks to this ranged expertise skill, we should theoretically just be able to bounce arrows off the wall and have it hit enemies. Okay, maybe we can't do that. Let me try it with lightning. Oh, that's unfortunate. I really thought we'd be able to at least use the auto-targeting from lightning to hit the enemies. Maybe that's something that they wanted to do and they just haven't added yet, or maybe it's a bug. I don't know. I think it would be really cool if that was one of the updates so that we can actually bounce arrows off the wall with the ranged expertise skill. I don't know, maybe that's just me. If you guys want something like that, let me know in the comment section below, because if they don't end up making it, I'll just make it as a mod myself. And finally, my favorite part about this update is now when the golem shoots the meteor at us, the range of it is decreased exponentially, because you guys know, I'm sure a lot of you that did the permadeath, when he would shoot out that meteor, it would explode you, knock you against everything around the arena, and kill you basically instantly. Or it would, you know, kill you instantly in certain cases. Well, now, I'm very happy to say that as you saw with that meteor, the range, the force has all been decreased. So if he does try to do it, like this, for example, watch this. From right there, it barely touches you, and you can, yeah, you get pushed back a little bit, but we still have so much of our health left, and that barely does anything. Stop time. So those are the main features for Blade and Sorcery Update 1.03. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton. Thanks for watching.